most people live in this just kind of circular world, right? And they're just constantly spinning because, like what you just said, they haven't got clear on point B. Mm-hmm. And, I think, you look at it, I love Itzler's, analogy of, life is a bus, right? That never stops. And, the bus just keeps moving throughout our life, and people are getting on and getting off. And sometimes you have a flat tire, but the bus keeps moving. So you got to figure out how to change the tire while it's still moving. And, just his analogy, but he goes, you got to make sure that you know where you're going. And, we learned along, a while ago, it's from A to B. Coach Burt talks about A to B. And I like thinking about it that, I think that BHAG or, freedom or perfect day or whatever, it's the B down the road, but there's a lot of A to B's along the way. And that keeps us on the path. Whereas a lot of people are just free falling. They're just spinning and they have no known direction. They're just reactive to the day. And so I think you're 100% spot on, man. That's where it starts. You got to get clear on the destination. And I think when we take them through, right, it's BHAG, right? So even 10 years, right? 10 years of destination. If you look at the VTO, there's a 3-year destination. There's a 1-year destination. There's a 90-day destination. What are you doing A to B today that's moving you closer to each of those points? And, the more clear that you can get on, point B, then it just comes down to the theory of constraints. And, Vern Harnish's #1 book recommendation. And if you guys haven't read it or listened, I prefer to listen to it because the way they tell the story, but it's The Goal by Eli Goldratt. And it's all about theory of constraints. And when you're on from an A to B, we have constraints, right? There's a kink in the water hose somewhere. And, the point of that book is, and it goes back to, Mark Chesley, what we reveal, we can heal. And that's all we're trying to do. We're trying to get from point A to point B. There's a constraint somewhere, and we're trying to find out where that constraint is so we can get to B faster. And then when you get to B, reset B again, right? Because B becomes A. And I think if not, then you go into spin mode, and that's not a fun place to be.